me in the beautiful Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada region.
Woo!
This is April 20th, 2012. For those of you unaware, 420 started with a group of teenagers in 1971 in California who called themselves the Waldos because they met outside of a wall at the school. Every day at 4:20 p.m. to consume cannabis. 4:20 turned into their daily meeting time. To this day, we have continued this tradition by meeting on the day, April 20th, and lighting up at exactly 4:20 p.m. in honor of our brothers and sisters in prison today for the same relatively harmless celebration of love, life, and this incredible plant. My name is Alison Myrden, and I have been battling chronic progressive multiple sclerosis from a very young age, and have been suffering the effects of the worst pain known to medicine in my face and head for over 20 years, 24 hours a day. This pain is called tic-douloureux and is known as the worst pain known to medicine. I do not wish it on my worst enemy. Doctors prescribed me for many years over 32 pills a day and up to 2,000 milligrams of morphine for more than 18 years, and finally suggested cannabis as medicine for my pain and other ailments in the early 1990s. I actually went to the hospital 3 to 4 days a week to have tiny spoonfuls of cocaine and heroin shoved up my nose just to try to give me relief from the pain I suffer from. It wasn't until 1994 when my doctors wrote me my first quote-unquote prescription for cannabis. Having gone through again 32 pills a day, 2,000 milligrams of morphine, and cocaine and heroin every day of my life before then for 18 years. Some life that was. Needless to say, after my father passed, my mother, my doctor, and myself wrote the health minister at the time, Alan Rock, begging him to allow me in a federal program of some sort utilizing cannabis as medicine here in Canada. From that day, I have never looked back. My career growing up was always one curious about all of the law enforcement officers in my family and what exactly their job entailed. Hence my reason for becoming a corrections officer in the late 1980s. I retired for a good decade and a half later, and Jack Cole, one of the founding members of LEAP, heard me speaking as a drug law reform advocate on my own in the mid 2000s, and in our nation's capital, in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. That was when Jack asked me to join LEAP and become a speaker for them and become their first female speaker in Canada. Our prestigious and cutting-edge group has now garnered international attention. Based in the United States, we now have over 40,000 members. We also have over a few hundred speakers who have been on the front line and working in the war on drugs just like me for many years. I wear many hats. I am one of the first countries legally sanctioned medical cannabis patients from again 1994, a retired law enforcement officer and speaker for LEAP. I also speak for lawmen protecting patients, and am one of Canada's first international representative for the International Association for Cannabinoid Medicines, or the IACM. For those who follow the political scene, I more than doubled the votes for the New Democratic Party of Canada when I ran for federal office with cannabis and healthcare on my platform in 2004, and the wealthiest town of Canada at the time, Oakville, Ontario. I dare you to do the same. The day, April 20th, and the time, 4:20, have become synonymous with the global cannabis community and all that it entails. Because of reasons like this, our collective governments are afraid of us and the strength and numbers that we have gathered over the last 5 decades. We will continue to fight for the legalization and regulation of cannabis and myself, all drugs, all around the world until this is finally resolved. We will not give up or stop until all of us and this incredible plan receive the respect and recognition we and it deserve. I want to also take a minute to thank the person and people responsible for putting us all together today for this beautiful day, 420. Give them a huge round of applause. And also thank yourselves for coming out too, because you guys totally rock. For those of you in Canada not aware, this week something unbelievable happened in the news. Prime Minister Harper declared for the first time ever that the war on drugs is, I repeat, not working. Yeah! This was reported by CBC News for those of you news buffs out there who want to check on your sources. It was just a few days ago too. I'm excited today to say too that our government just might be getting our message. On that note, once again, thank you to Regent LaBaye, Davin, all of the others, Mikey, all the speakers today, Michael Thomas, everybody coming up who's brave enough to show their face and to stand up and fight for the legalization and regulation of cannabis. Yeah!